What is up, awesome people? And welcome back to my Pokemon Snap short play. In the last episode, we continued our quest to be the very best photographer like no one ever was, as we explored the underground tunnel and explored the abandoned power plant where we found like Electabuzz, exploding electrodes, lots of E's there. And we also got given our first Pokemon tool, which was the Pokemon apples, which we went back to the beach and did some shenanigans there with the apples. And now we're going to continue on with the next course, which is the Volcano, where we're going to find lots of fiery type Pokemon. And unfortunately nothing really useful in regards to Pokemon tools, not just yet anyways. Alright, so we're meeting back up with Professor Oak, who says, "I have been waiting for you, KrimZen. I expect you to take good pictures." Why does he say pictures? Why not photos? It still hasn't clicked yet. Like, he's saying pictures and I keep replacing it with photos. It's just like a subconscious thing. Because when I used to do photography, I'd never said pictures, I'd say photos. So if anyone's wondering why I'm reading it as photos, it's because it's a subconscious thing of mine. Anyways, without the whole dribble jabble, let's just jump straight into it. So as I said, we're up to the volcano, which we unlocked by throwing the apple at the electrode at the very end of the tunnel level. So now we can go and explore that. So the boiling magma here makes this place very hot. I'm already sweating. Alright, so should I take this course? Let's go. Alrighty, so as I said, there's gonna be like lots of fire type Pokemon hanging around here, which can make some very nice photos. And plus, at the same time, with the apples, we can get some nice stuff. So already straight off the bat, we've got like a Rapidash there. You can throw some apples down here too. The sizing may not be great, but you can get like some multi Pokemon going on there. Also, we've got some Vulpix coming up. There's like two of them. Sorry, like we got one solo Vulpix here, so you might be like a really nice close-up with the Vulpix. But just around this bend here, there's actually two Vulpix here, so you can get a multi-Pokemon score. And you can get a nice close-up as well if you can position them right. And at the same time with the Pokemon tool, that was dreadful. I was trying to line it up, but I didn't quite get there. So hopefully that's good enough. If not, I'll come back later on when I grab the other Pokemon tool and grab a better photo of the Vulpix. As I was saying, you can throw an apple there and make the Vulpix extremely happy. Get some extra points there for pose. Now this is the interesting one. I mean, you can go for an early Charmeleon here by attacking the magma with the Pokemon apple, or the Pokemon food as they refer it to. So there we go, like there's the attack, the Charmander faints, and there's the Charmeleon. And I don't know why the magma faints after using Flamethrower. I don't remember anywhere in Pokemon logic that explains that. Alright, so here we are. This is like around the end of the course. Yes, the volcano is extremely short, where we come up with a Pokemon egg, and which is going to stop us, which is good, because if you look to the left here, there's some Charmanders sitting here. While you're at a halt here, you can throw some apples in there, and the Charmander's going to use like growl or roar, I'm not too sure. It's using like a call, which is going to bring out more and more Charmander, which is obviously going to raise your multiple Pokemon score here. Now, there is actually, I think, a lot more Charmander that do come out. And that Charmander's like, screw the food, I'm not hungry. Alright, let's just get them a bit closer. There we go, we got ourselves Charmander. Once you're happy with your Charmander picture there, you can keep going since you're at a halt. No rush. Throw your Pokemon apple at it, hit the egg into the lava, and there's the Moltres that comes out. Now, Moltres, I usually take a photo of it around here. That may not have been the best one because I was underneath it. But you do get some nice points there, whereas you take a picture of it, they didn't fight. That's not cool. Oh wait. There we go. Not the best sizing, I will admit that. I'll be the first one to admit that was actually pretty dreadful. I have no idea why they didn't fight the first time. Maybe I threw the apple at the wrong time. To the right, there is actually some lava pools there, but I can't do them as of yet. But you hit the Charmeleon into the lava with your Pokemon apple, and the amazing Charizard comes out. So I suggest waiting a little bit, and then throw some apples at it, and you're gonna get a bit of flames to the head, which is perfectly fine. Once you've done that, just hit the quick course, because there's not really too much else we can do until we get the next Pokemon item, and then you can get 2 hidden Pokemon in that course, which unfortunately can't be accessed until we get that particular item, unfortunately. So not a lot of photos were taken this time around, which is perfectly fine, as I said. If I do need like desperate points, I will come back and do a lot better job with these photos. Like that Vulpix photo could have been much better. Very delayed. I was trying to line it up, but because I'm really dodgy with the Wii Pad, I didn't get as good a photo. Got Charmeleon there. I got Moltres. Hopefully that counts. Got Charmander. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do really well. This one definitely could be improved. And yep, that's a really good Charizard. That should actually do probably the best out of all of those photos, hopefully. I know for the fact that the Rapidash can be much better as well. As I said, there's a much better Rapidash you can get down below. Right, so let's do the evaluation. So Professor Oak's check. What's new this time? Let me see. It's a Rapidash by the looks of it. So how's the size? Yeah, it's alright. It could be a bit better. How's the pose? I mean, 750 is about average, so. Yeah, as always, it's in the middle, so I've doubled the skull there. So very nice photo indeed. So what's next? We've got a Vulpix, it seems. So how's the size? Sorry, but that's dreadful. I'm not going to accept that. That was complete rubbish. But it would be much better photo if the Pokemon was actually in the shot. Yeah, as I said, that was dreadful. Alright, so let me see. This appears to be a Charmeleon. Let me just put my glasses on there. How's the size? Oh, it's alright. It just passes. How's the pose? Oh, wow, it seems to have woken up. 800 points for that. The technique, as always, is in the middle of the photo, so double points there. And as always, your work is completely impeccable. Wow, that was bad grammar. Alright, let me see. This appears to be Charmander. So how's the size? It's 310. Are you serious? Professor Oak ripped me off once again. Okay, how's the pose? Oh, it looks really happy. See, I think I might have pointed this out in the last episode, and I know for a fact I've pointed out this episode. Just to reiterate, the Pokemon Apple does make poses a lot better, so you can throw the Pokemon Apple. If the Pokemon reacts to it, whether it be in a happy way or a negative way, you still will get extra bonus points. So a lot of the time it'll be the Pokemon is happy, so usually ranging about 800 to over 1,000 points. Definitely makes a huge difference when it comes to the evaluation, and as I may have pointed out, one of the after game stuff is all based on points. Or even then, if there's like extra points, we need to have like X amount of points to get a Pokemon tool or something, is the best way to rack them up really easy. So back to evaluation. Oh, it's just technique. We all know that's going to be like double score. Wow, there are other Charmander in the picture. I'll give you an extra, 820 points for that. Wonderful indeed. Wow, this appears to be the legendary bird Moltres. So let's have a look at the quality of this photo. Okay, the sizing's about 780 points, so it's average. The pose, oh, what a wonderful pose. 1350 points for that one. So the technique, it's about in the middle of the frame. So yeah, I'll double the points for you on that one. And as always, it's very impeccable work indeed. Wow, isn't this Fighting Magma? Fighting Magma has a value of about 800 points. So what a good stat that is. So the sizing, I'm sorry, KrimZen, but the size is dreadful. I can only give you 60 points for that one. Oh, you were close, but it would have been better if it were a larger shot. As I said, like, I don't know why it didn't go off the first time. As I said, maybe I threw the apple in the wrong spot. Definitely going back for a better photo. Okay, so let me see. This is Charizard. Alright, size. Ooh, wow. 850. I'm gonna have to give you 850 points for that one. It's very nice indeed. The pose. Oh, wow. What a flame. 1250 points for that one. Impressive indeed. The technique. Oh, I can't expect anything less from you, KrimZen. It's always in the middle of the frame. I can double the score for you. Your work is impeccable. Keep up the good work indeed, KrimZen. Alright, so there we go. That was an alright evaluation. As I said, I kind of figured some of those were going to be dreadful. Wait, KrimZen, let's return to the lab. Looks like Professor Oak's got a gift for me this time.
welcome back.
Welcome back. You are doing a fine job, KrimZen. Choose go to course. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was expecting something decent, but I forgot it's just an unlock. We can now go to the next course, which is the river course. So the river here is flowing gently. Someone might be hiding somewhere. Now, unfortunately, this one needs to be done twice. The first time round you go through the river, there's not really much you can do. There's not too many Pokemon you can actually snap without the aid of the next Pokemon tool. And unfortunately, that one's going to be done in the next episode. So because of the whole redoing it twice, and I may even go back and do the volcano and some stuff in the beach and tunnel, it's probably going to have to be done in the next episode, since due to how many times or how many things I'm going to have to be doing. So that's going to be quite a long episode, depending on if I decide to backtrack to the previous courses to get the extra points, making the things like the future courses much easier to do, because it means I've got less work to do than in those times, and my grammar just completely failed me there. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And as I said, the next episode we'll be doing the river episode. Having to do that twice in the same episode might be slightly a bit boring, but once we've got the next Pokemon tool, it's going to definitely speed up and be interesting. Time for some major Pokemon shenanigans with Pokemon tools. But anyways, until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!